Hi, my name is Nerine. I'm a South African author of science fiction and fantasy, and if you're watching this today, thank you very much for having a look at my story, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been writing science fiction and fantasy for quite a few years now. In fact, I think I first started writing seriously back in 2003, but it took me quite a while before I sold my first novel, which was Kefra Rising. It was very much a urban fantasy, kind of very comic book style. Well, I mean, I look back at now and I don't think I'd ever write another novel like that again, but I've written quite a few books, and as my life's progressed, I've actually won a couple of awards. In 2019, my novel Sing Down the Stars won a award for youth literature here in South Africa, and then a year later it won another award, which was absolutely marvelous. So I know I'm a good writer, and I'm not just saying that, but if you do pick up my other books, I'll be very, very grateful. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Shame. I wrote that story quite a few years ago. I honestly did not expect it to go where it did and give me the kind of successes that it did. I initially wrote it for a horror anthology, but I think there was quite a lot of competition to enter it, so it was rejected and I thought nothing of it, so I self-published it. And then Wally Talabi came up to me and he said, haven't you got a short story for me? So I said, okay, fine, you can have a look. And that was the one he liked. And then later on, the Manchester Review picked it up and said, well, we like this short story too. So it got reprinted there, which was great. So this unexpected short story of mine did quite well compared to my others. And to give you a little bit of a backstory, the story itself centers around South Africa's uncomfortable past. We obviously had apartheid years. So I drew very heavily on the kind of upbringing that I had. I was raised by very conservative Afrikaans people. How I managed to turn out the way I did, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not like them. And I think I'm very much a child of South Africa, and I embrace the changes that we've had in the country. So I decided to write a short story about a woman who has embraced the changes. And she and her Zulu husband or boyfriend, I can't remember if they were married, they go and visit the parents for the first time. And it just so happens that some bad things are happening in the very, very quiet little town of Pienaarvlakte. So yeah, if you've read the story, great. I'd love to know what you think of it. And I'm very grateful that you've had a chance to read it. And do come find me on Twitter. I'm Nerine Dorman at Twitter. Looking forward to meet you, and let me know that you read my story.